Today on the show Radical Ones, we continue Star Wars Summer with 2017 Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi.
Why are you here, Rey, from nowhere?
The Resistance sent me.
It's time to get radical. Hello there.
We seem to be made to suffer. It's our lot in life.
Queen Amidala herself.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Obi-Wan has taught you well.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
More did you say?
Here is the path to the dark side.
I don't like sand. It's coarse, rough, and irritating. And it gets everywhere.
They fly now! They fly now!
You will be a Jedi. I promise.
Hey, Jabba, no bother.
I am a Jedi. Like my father before me.
The Force will be with you. Always.
Welcome back, Radical Ones, to another episode of the Radical Retro Rewind podcast. As always, I am your host, Radical Ryan Hunter, and I don't know if Brother David showed up today. I found an empty chair in the recording office when we were supposed to meet, and I feel like David might have exiled himself on an island. He has put the plans in this R2 unit, and I can't decipher it. So, if we reach out through the Force, maybe David can astral project himself to the recording if you really wish it. Radical Ones.
Mecca like a high, mecca hiney ho. Mecca like a high, mecca hiney ho. I'm not Jambi from Pee-wee's Playhouse.
David, we have not communicated at all about The Last Jedi,
we have not.
Which is today's movie, 2017, the 8th episode in the Star Wars saga, which Disney has now renamed the Skywalker saga.
Really? Why?
You tell me. Maybe they plan on doing other episodes 1 through 8. Who knows? Written and directed by Rian Johnson, it follows Rey as she seeks training from a reluctant Luke Skywalker, while the Resistance led by General Leia Organa, Finn, and Poe Dameron attempts to escape the First Order. The film is known for its surprising plot twists, exploration of the Force, and David, this is Carrie Fisher's last role. She is in the next movie, but they had to use cut scenes from these last 2 movies to kind of make her still around in the story. So this is Carrie Fisher's final performance. But anyway, so David, this is The Last Jedi. Let's talk about it. I'm dying. The anticipation is just pouring out of me. Let me just take you through my journey. I saw this twice in the movie theaters. The first time I was blown away. The second time I started to go, The third time when I bought it on DVD, I started to go, And now, though, I have a bittersweet feeling about it. It's a beautifully shot movie, like I told David the other day. It's a beautifully shot movie.
Gowns.
And there are parts of this that made me so emotional and touched me really a lot. But there's parts that I go, oh.
Let the past die. That's the only way to become what you were meant to be.
Darkness rises, and light to meet it.
I need someone to show me my place in all this.
Come on! This is not going to go the way you think.
There's a lot going on here. Rey, we last left her. I keep saying Octo, but it's evidently Octo.
Octomom?
She arrives with Chewbacca on the Millennium Falcon. The Resistance is still going. I will say right off the bat, now, David, having watched all these films in a row so far, this one is so different even in the storytelling. We do start in space, but it goes directly down onto the planet. To me, it's like It's very different. It's a very different Star Wars movie. And evidently that's what Rian Johnson wanted, even though some people call him Ruin Johnson. He wanted to basically not give what you expected to happen. Subvert expectations. That's what his thing is. Subvert expectations.
I mean, there were parts that I liked and there are parts that I didn't like.
Was it cinematic mastery?
No, I mean, there are parts that the way I have my notes written out is like, there's some bullet points that I would definitely want to hit, but there's also like things that I did like.
We start with Poe talking to General Hux, who is this the redheaded
stepchild.
Oh my goodness. He's
us redheads.
He wants power. You could tell.
He's a little sus and
he's a little sus.
He's a little sus and he's got something to prove. He's zesty.
He doesn't like Kylo Ren, or they don't get along.
He is a demon twink.
Why? Because the flaming red hair?
He's a demon twink.
Attention! This is Commander Poe Dameron of the Republic Fleet. I have an urgent communique for General Hux.
Patch him through. This is General Hux of the First Order. The Republic is no more. Your fleet are rebel scum and war criminals. Tell your precious princess there will be no terms. There will be no surrender.
Hi, I'm holding for General Hux.
This is Hux.
Poe versus General Hux.
Hated it.
I don't know why.
Hated it.
I don't think there's room for your mother jokes.
Hated it. Dragged on. Hated it. Hugs. Kept calling him hugs.
Very weird. Childlike. I don't like what they try to do with Poe's character in this movie. In the first one, he was so level-headed. They try to make him this headstrong pilot thing. I don't know. Poe is trying to delay, and Leia is in command. By the way, better outfit. She did request this, Carrie Fisher, in this movie. She said, please give me a better outfit and clothes for this movie.
The whole thing with him calling him hugs, he could have delayed him by pretending he couldn't hear. If that was the plan, to pretend he couldn't hear him, he could have been pretended he was I mean, that's the oldest trick in the book.
Something.
I can't hear you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get a message through, and he could have played that without calling him hugs the whole time, because it got to the point it was just ad nauseum. It was ridiculous. I did not like it, and that's what I wrote. Joking was dumb. Hugs. Parentheses.
And your mom, I think he said your mom or something like that, Poe. In the Star Wars, your mama jokes?
No, did not like that. So that, first of all, did not like that at all. That was a low point for me for that.
Look, I can't hold forever. If you reach him, tell him Leia has an urgent message for him.
I believe he's tooling with you, sir.
About his mother.
So Leia tells him to come back, and he sees an opening, and then there's this character named Paige Tico. She sacrifices herself to destroy the Dreadnought. This turns out to be the sister of a character named Rose. This, again, to me, does not feel like Star Wars. Is that a bad thing? Because in the last movie, we wanted more originality. So I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but it just doesn't feel Star Wars-y right off the bat. It almost feels like a modern space movie with Star Wars characters thrown in at some point. And then I feel like it gets more Star Wars-y as it goes, if that's a term. Star Wars-y.
You can clone. You can clone it.
I could trademark that Star Wars-y. I do say, thankfully, we do get a little more Leia in this.
Wipe that nervous expression off your face, 3PO.
Well, I will certainly try, General.
We have this whole thing where we find out that the First Order can now track through hyperspace when they go into light speed. So that's a whole other problem. So every time they go to light speed, the First Order can follow them. So now they got more problems. Then, David, we see Snoke again. Hologram at first. Did you like his golden robes when you saw him in person?
Did not like him in person. Did not like him in holographic.
Okay, but didn't he look better than the hologram? The CGI was better, I feel like, in person. Again, they don't know. They didn't know who he was.
In the context of things, yes, Jedis can be all forms of life forms throughout the universe, so I guess that's okay with me.
Yeah.
But looking at the prequel movies and seeing all the different Jedis, he still looked very claymation nonsense. Did not like it. Was
scarred.
No, I don't care about the scars. I'm talking like he did not look tangible to me. I would have rather have had someone with prosthetics, a human being. Go back to the beginning when you had Anakin and he was in the council with Yoda still alive and Obi-Wan and all those people. All of those Jedis, some of them were prosthetic, some of them whatever. They still looked more realistic than this thing. And this is how many years later?
Yeah, like
I'm sorry. Did not like it. Did not like it. Horrible visual character. I'm sorry. No, you cannot tell me that was the best you could have done. I'm sorry. No.
The gold robes?
I don't care about the gold robes.
He's got nice, comfortable shoes.
What was better for me was his elite soldiers, the Reds.
Cool, right?
Were better than he was. I would have rather have him had something like that than him. I'm sorry. No.
They were like guards.
You're not going to I'm calling them his elite guards. You are one of my elite employees.
Yeah. You are now one of my elite employees. Yeah, you're right.
You have been promoted. You are now one of my elite employees. You missed some trash over there, honey.
I'm sorry. I don't care. I know no insult to whoever created that. That to me was, again, starting with the hugs joke. That was the second fatality for me for this. You're already committed to it. I don't know if it has anything to do with the writer or the director.
Oh, continuing this character.
It's kind of a moot point to bring it up, but
and he's dead now.
I have to get past it, but it doesn't matter. It was considering how far technology has gone and how I would have rather have had the Gnome King from The Return to Oz as it was a better looking bad guy to me.
And also wore a gown and shoes, comfortable shoes.
Than this thing. And if you know, you know. And that was not even that great. That was horrible. Because I'm sorry, this thing did not look that good to me. I'm sorry, it didn't. Are you going to sit in here and tell me that it did? Are you going to tell me that with all the other things, including those, I'm calling them the elite guards, they have their names, I don't care what they are at this point. You're going to tell me with all the other things around them, that was like, again, 007, Madonna came in and the whole scene stopped. His face. What was the point of that? You're going to tell me that with all the money and all the budget, that thing was like claymation, bad claymation, and I love claymation. Rudolph claymation was a better quality than that. I'm going to be a stickler at this point in the game. You have how many movies under your belt?
8. I'm
sorry. Again, whoever created this might have been their baby. I'm being really mean now, and maybe because I'm really tired. So we've been going through a lot. We have a lot going on behind the scenes, and maybe I'm being really cruel, and I'm not being everyone's favorite brother tonight. But
you are. You showed up through the Force, even though
we have multiple family. We have multiple family members that are in our immediate family that had to go for multiple surgeries, accidents, a lot going on. So we're really
transfusions, everything in the world.
Really bad things, like multiple people, four different people. So we have a lot going on, and that doesn't excuse the fact that I'm being kind of a dick.
No, but in general,
and I'm telling you that I didn't like him in the last movie, and to me it just didn't jive. And it's gonna laugh. It was like when Tom Hanks took the soccer ball and put the face on it when he was shipwrecked. That to me was the comparison that I can use. That I did.
Snoke is that damn ball.
That is the ball. Yeah. And I'm sorry, I did not like it. And that's when I'm going to shut up now.
Bye, Snoke.
Am I wrong? You can tell me I'm wrong.
No.
The character itself and the dialogue, great.
Yeah, the voice is great.
Him being a cocky a-hole, great.
Powerful
jerk, nasty, vile. Voice acting, great.
Yeah.
The potential of your bloodline. A new Vader.
I'm sorry.
And we'll never find out anything ever about you again. No, we don't. We do.
There you go. That's it. Sorry. Done.
So Snoke tells Kylo that he is, I love this line, you are just a child in a mask. Because I agree, there's no reason.
He's like, take it off.
But there's no reason for him to wear a mask. Vader had to have the mask because Vader had all that going on underneath the mask. Kylo doesn't need that mask.
And then I wrote, hope it was worth killing your father to be rejected by Snoke.
Yes. He killed his father, still wasn't good enough. And he says you were bested by a girl who never held a lightsaber before. So he's pissed. And he wants him to kill Skywalker.
You were unbalanced, bested by a girl who had never held a lightsaber. You failed!
Oh, we got to get into Laura Dern's character. I know you have a lot to say about her, too. Hodo. Captain Hodo.
And she ain't on Good Morning America. Hoda.
Oh my God, that's right. I didn't even think about that.
Hoda coffee.
The Hodo. Leia met her when she was 16. They've been friends since then. I don't know if you got that from that. Took me out of Star Wars again. And I love Laura Dern. I love her with the purple hair.
Mm-hmm.
Laura Dern was a dream to be in Star Wars, by the way. She said that she was so invested in Star Wars that she would go pew, pew when she was shooting her laser guns. Like she was thinking about her playing like Star Wars when she was a kid. Love that she got in it, that she's Star Wars. The biggest gripe with her character is why didn't she just tell anybody her plan? The whole thing with Poe had to do like he was gonna. Oh, did you see Billy Lord this time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I love her. I love that Carrie wanted her in the movies. You want to talk about playing the same monotone everything she's done?
Maybe that's just her.
That is her.
She's Will Ferrell. She's herself. She's Willie
Nelson.
No,
Willie Nelson. Everybody.
Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson.
Woody, yeah. So they have that same timbre in their voice, the same, like not
monotone.
Each has their own to themselves, but they do the same thing in each movie that they do.
Actually, this is off topic, but in research, Carrie Fisher loved this world and loved this character. Billy Lord was like, I grew up Star Wars and loving this.
I mean, besides having a famous mother,
yes,
and I know she wrote books and did other things, but this gave her big break, right?
And the fact that she loves it, though, is like, I love that she embraced it. Like her house, she had Star Wars stuff. Billy was raised watching those movies. And she did, like, a matter of fact, they had her come out in like a Leia.
Maybe that's why she's quirky. It's like she's like a nerd kid. Yeah, that's cool.
Matter of fact, she quoted the whole Obi-Wan Kenobi thing at a tribute for her mother. She's like, other girls were taught this. I was taught, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. So I like that. Hodo. Captain Hodo.
Not Hoda.
She has this plan at one point to, let the resistance. Oh, they started going from resistance and all of a sudden now it's rebels again. I think they're kind of like, oh, let's just go back to the old name.
Together, we and my friends of the Great Rebellion strive to free Etheria from the evil forces of Horda!
Can I ask you something? Why didn't they take the ship and use what was left of it, the power, to just go not into light speed, but go faster to get to that planet a little bit quicker and then shoot off?
Oh, once they got there, right. That would have made, honestly.
Because they said they can't.
They basically killed half everybody.
Instead of cruising, they could have sped up the ship a little faster.
Yeah.
Got closer to that planet and then released the thing so they were a little bit closer to the planet. I didn't understand that. And as soon as Hoda knew that Hodo, Kudai, whatever her name is, knew she was going to die. Why didn't she turn the ship around and go anyway?
I mean, remembering the movie, I know she sacrifices herself, but I know she said someone had to drive it, but was she just planning to die anyway?
Yeah, I didn't get that. Yeah, I don't know.
Holdo knew the First Order was tracking our big ship. They're not monitoring for little transports.
So we could slip down to the surface unnoticed and hide till the First Order passes. That could work.
She was more interested in protecting the light than she was seeming like a hero.
Admiral Akbar is killed. He flies out the window, and at one point, Kylo has a chance to kill Leia, and he can't do it. Feelings?
I guess he didn't care about the father as much as he liked his mother. Well, the Force, maybe.
Force. Leia senses he's around. Did you think she was dead at this point?
Oh, I wrote that. I heard a whole... You have no idea. So let me tell you.
Yes. Oh my God.
I was like... I wrote... So Han Solo had to die, and now Leia had to die? I said, why? Because it didn't propel the story forward. Like, that's what I wrote at that point in the movie until she used the magic power of the Force.
Now this
and flew through space.
They call this Mary Poppins Leia.
Yes. No.
I didn't want her to die, so I was happy. Because when I saw it, David, when I was sitting in the movie theater,
I was not happy
when
with
Leia flew out that thing, I was so angry. I was like, I didn't even want to finish the movie. I was like, are they killing another character? Well, they do, but it does look ridiculous.
Mary Poppins, what is the meaning of this outrage? Will you be good enough to explain all this?
First of all, I would like to make one thing quite clear. I never explain anything.
But it just shows that evidently she is strong. And like George, we learned last week, wanted her to be the chosen one in his new trilogy. So her power is strong enough to pull her through space.
I promise that you'll never find another like me. He.
Were you shot at that moment? Did you think she was just dead, floating in space for a moment, freezing? It looks like she was freezing.
Yeah, I didn't get. Actually, I thought maybe Kylo was going to pick her up, and grab her body. I wasn't sure what was going on with that.
You're like, what?
I didn't know she was going to do like you said, a Mary Poppins fly through the air, and then I didn't know that they were going to able to open up the airlock and everything gets sucked out into space.
I said what? But God, I mean, if anything, it's a show of her powers. She was strong enough to protect herself through space. We know in cartoons that She-Ra can breathe in space. Sometimes she needs a helmet, sword to helmet. Other times, no. There you go. So let's...
Sword to long-range communicator, so I can call somebody. No.
She gives Rey this bracelet that will bring her to her at one point.
Bring her to her.
So many things going on. Poe comes back. BB-8 says, Finn, naked, dripping.
Yeah.
Finn, naked, leaking bag? What? Did you fry a chip?
People hate this turn for Finn. They said Finn had so much promise in the first movie, and they kind of deplenished his character. What do you feel? I still thought he was likable.
They tried to make it out like he was, like Rose stopped him from being a deserter. He wasn't a deserter.
No.
He was trying to get
Rey.
it had nothing to do with deserting. He had a one-track mind. He wanted to save his friend.
Yeah.
This is no different than Queen Amidala going to get Anakin and leaving. Yes, it's a different dire straits. Yes, they're going to get they're potentially going to be blown up by
the first
order, but why this is not he's not deserting. He's not saying I'm leaving because I know everyone's going to die. He is leaving because he's trying to get to her. It's not because he's leaving to say I don't know to what end he's leaving, because he doesn't. What does he think he's going to do when he gets there to her is the bigger question.
Yes,
because they don't explain it like he's in love with her or anything like that. Like, because I can understand if I'm getting to my lover and I don't care because I don't want to be without my lover, that would explain something different. Like, I know if I stay I'm going to die and I'm never going to be reunited with someone I'm in love with.
Yes.
That would be one thing. But he's not leaving because he's like, oh, I'm going to die, so I'm going to take off and go anywhere else. He's leaving because he's trying to get to her for whatever reason.
Yes.
And that is the difference between being a deserter and a deserter with a purpose.
Because she, to David's point, she's been hanging out in this deck, Rose.
Anyway, gotta get back to what I was doing, so...
What were you doing?
Just
Checking
doing some checks.
the escape pods.
No, it's a routine checks.
By boarding one. With a packed bag.
Again, I got to say it, one of the most divisive character. Matter of fact, supposedly the actress was bullied off of social media. You can't, I don't know, you can't blame the actresses or actors for the roles that they were given.
So cute.
I think they said it makes the whole thing where she stops Finn at the end and
she kisses him.
It goes nowhere because that he ain't into her. And she never.
I'm so into you.
Did you feel anything?
Breathe.
I didn't feel nothing any connect. I figured she had a thing for him, but I didn't.
She had a thing for him,
but
he has a thing for Rey, and Poe has a thing
for him.
And they all
a wicked.
They all have a thing for a certain type of man.
They all want Finn. They all want a Finn.
Ray want Finn.
No, Ray. I don't know.
Ray doesn't want anything. Ray just wants to be left alone. Ray just wants to know what's squiggling and wiggling around in her brain. Actually, I think that she wants
Kylo Ren.
She wants that whining Kylo Ren. I think she would have went with him if
100%.
if he would have said, "Come with me, and I will go to the light." She would have said, "Okay, so I'm gonna mix my light get with your dark and we're gonna be okay.
We're swirling.
We're gonna be the new Anakin Amidala mix, and we're gonna fix this problem, and everything's gonna be right with the world again. Yeah, she's like, you're broken and damaged, I'm broken and damaged, we could be broken and damaged together. And actually, I would have kind of almost liked that, to be honest with you.
They have chemistry.
I would have liked it. I kind of am in some sick, twisted way. When he said, "Take my hand," if he would have said to her, "I want to leave. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't care about I don't care about the rebels. I don't care about the First Order. I just want to be with you. Can we just get out of here and be together and leave? And we'll leave this all behind, and we don't have to look back." And she took his hand. I would have been like cheering. That would have made the movie for me, to be honest with you. If he would have said, "I don't care about Jedis. I don't care about anything. Just be with me," that would have made me tingle.
Like, he had beautiful hands, I will say. He had a nice hand.
But if he would have done that and they would have united,
he had the opportunity in this movie right now.
If he would have done that, that should have been an alternate ending. If she would have, and he would have said, "I don't care anymore," even though he's a psychopath and he did kill his father, which is unforgivable as far as I'm concerned.
Great scene with her, matter of fact. Why did you kill
As far as I'm concerned, because apparently in this world you can be redeemed, because the mother Leia would have taken his ass back even after she killed Han. She's like, "Oh, I'm divorced from him anyway," you know.
I found out the ring she's wearing is their wedding ring. She has never taken it off, they said. And get this, the original one, they were married on Endor, by the way, with Ewoks. And the Ewoks made the rings originally. Aww. And then evidently they broke, and Han made her another ring, and that's the ring that they said that even though this happened, that they never stopped loving each other.
Okay. But
they shouldn't have had it in the movie.
They should have been together and took off. And that could have started a whole other part of the franchise, because then they would have had babies. They could have had twin babies that could have been a Cain and Abel thing. One could have been like a really powerful Jedi, and one could have been a powerful Sith. See, I should have been writing this shit.
Episode 9.
I could have been writing this. I could have been writing this, and it would have been a lot better than the stuff I've seen.
When we touched hands, I saw your future. Just the shape of it, but solid and clear. You will not bow before Snoke.
There's a whole subplot which people say this is where and I felt it this time. There's a subplot. Once they leave to go to that casino planet,
God, with the giant Pokemon horses.
They were beautiful, but I could have did without
Pokemon horses.
It.
I didn't need Pokemon horses.
Them. The casino was cool.
The Vegas trip. Yeah, it was cool.
They call Sophia Petrillo, who is in a video game, because the lapel that she points to, he's wearing a red lapel, and he's at a high-stakes table at a casino. Literally, the lapel goes on the hologram, shows the thing, and she's in a trade dispute. She can't go.
Sounds like this codebreaker fellow can do everything.
Oh, yes, he can. You'll find him with a red plum bloom on his lapel, rolling at a high-stakes table in the casino on Canto Bight.
Canto Bight?
So they had to go to this casino to find a master code breaker. What we get is DJ? What?
Did you do this?
This is now Star Wars character number 3 that I said does not fit Star Wars. Hada, Captain Hodo, doesn't feel Star Warsy to me besides her hair and her outfit. This thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
No.
And if the price is right, I can break you into old man Snoke's boudoir.
Also, they kind of say that Rose is a buzzkill. She didn't like the casino. She didn't like this. She doesn't like that. Her sister did just die for everybody.
She was the social conscious of the movie. She was what some people would refer to as the woke part of the movie. Yeah. She's like, but she was right. She's like, because the other two were like, or no, not the other. Finn was like, "Oh, this is so amazing. Look at," like, he was razzle dazzle, but she's like, "Look closer.
The animals are being abused.
There's children that are being exploited. There's slaves. So I don't think that was a buzzkill. I think that was realistic. She's like, these people are not us. You're being razzle dazzled by seeing these rich people flaunting, but they're exploiting people and animals to get where they are. These people are selling weapons to the enemy, and that's why they are rich, and that's why they're enjoying this life. So I don't think she's a buzzkill. I think that she is being realistic. I think that I appreciate that. I think that people need to realize that when you strip back the glitz and the glamour, there's a price to pay, and these people are exploiting children and animals and slaves and stuff like that. So why would you hold it against her?
And who do you think these people are? There's only one business in the galaxy that'll get you this rich.
War.
Selling weapons to the First Order. I wish I could put my fist through this whole lousy, beautiful town.
Here's the thing about this whole thing that we've been going through, this whole journey with Star Wars. There's a bunch of different types of Star Wars people. You have the original people that are older, like us, that love the trilogy from the original, that are either diehard Star Wars trilogy that they will not even think about enjoying any of the other movies.
That's true.
You have the ones that like the original trilogy who are open to looking at the other movies and with an open mind. Then you have younger people who grew up watching the newer movies and looking at the older movies and maybe not even that impressed with the older movies because they're not as graphically and amazing and not visually as stimulating, but they're part of this whole world. So they grew up like reading some of the books and the cartoons and stuff. So there's but in the scheme of things, this particular movie is kind of like a mishmash of a little bit of everything.
A little bit of Monica, a little bit of
Sandra in my life. There's little seasonings of little throwbacks, which I think they purposely do that because they know that they'll lose the audience, the old audience that they don't throw in.
You have to, yes.
Plus you have old characters like Leia and Luke that is still in the movie, so you have to kind of do that. So I don't know where to judge this from because in the scheme of things, was it a solid movie? Yeah. And if I was looking at this movie as from a perspective of this is a science fiction movie that was a standalone movie, could this like let's say if you were watching this movie and it was just a standalone movie, a new movie coming out about a power force that was trying to take over the little guy, and could it stand alone? And if you knew nothing about Star Wars, could you know enough about the fact you could kind of fill in the blanks that Kylo Ren was Leia's son, and you could fill in the blanks a little bit that there was history there and different things. You could fill in the blanks about this person is trying to meet this elusive master sensei person like Luke. You could fill in the blanks. So it's a matter of judging it based off of your expectation. Everything is an expectation, and
he's deliberately set out to go against those expectations.
So the movie could stand alone. Now, some of the choices were there's one choice that I will be.
Is this what?
You know what it is.
So let's get to the highlight of this movie.
Oh, yes.
Luke Skywalker. We were waiting since the last movie to finally see Luke. I remember the build-up between waiting. Oh my God, how is it going to pick up? It picks up directly as we left off, and this is the moment
which I like because that
hate.
To me is continuity. I like that.
Rey hands Luke the lightsaber. Were you expecting this? This is another
Master Skywalker. I'm from the Resistance. Your sister Leia sent me. We need your help.
Matter of fact, when we had lovely Leia on, she mentions about throwing his father's lightsaber over his shoulder into the ditch.
I gotta be honest with you. I was disappointed overall with most of it because I just don't understand the amount of grief that Luke is going through based on what happened.
He started a new Jedi Order. Thank God he brought R2-D2 with him, evidently. Was there when he had, at the time, he had a dozen students. He said Leia trusted him with her son, and Snoke got to him, and he sensed the darkness, and for a moment, he had a thought about killing him. And that's what ruined him forever.
I saw darkness. I'd sensed it building in him. I'd seen it in moments during his training. But then I looked inside, and it was beyond what I ever imagined. Snoke had already turned his heart. He would bring destruction and pain and death and the end of everything I love because of what he will become. And for the briefest moment of pure instinct, I thought I could stop it. It passed like a fleeting shadow, and I was left with shame and with consequence. And the last thing I saw were the eyes of a frightened boy whose master had failed him.
Is it Leia? Like he said, Leia trusted me with her son. Is that the whole reason?
It's a ridiculous.
I know.
It is a absolutely absurd, ridiculous excuse to go into
exile,
isolation, exile, hiding, whatever term, all the above is you're going to use. So he goes and he has his lightsaber. He's going to strike him down. He wakes up. Kylo Ren wakes up and basically fights him. And at the end, he basically tells Rey that Kylo Ren takes some of the followers and then I guess some of them die.
Yeah, he kills them.
So he didn't lose everybody. He lost some people to the dark side, and I guess he lost some people to the battle.
In the book, it said that some students were killed and others were off planet, and then they came back and he killed them.
Well, he said some
survived.
In the movie, he said he left with some of them.
Yeah. Oh, it turns out they're saying that those guards could be some of the Force sensitive people.
So that's fine. But what I'm trying to say is he acts like it was a slaughter. It was like he's acting like this is the Anakin 2.0 where everyone died in the temple.
Yes.
That's not what happened. Some people, according to the movie, I don't care what happened in the book. I'm talking about the movie that we just watched. In the movie, Kylo Ren took some followers. They didn't all die. Some of them turned, or some of them said, "I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I know when my bread is buttered." So that was his excuse because he had a moment of lapse in judgment. So instead of licking his wounds and realizing that we all have a moment, that was the big exile. I'm gonna go to,
That's why Mark Hamill says that
it's bullshit. It's plain and simple bullshit.
Fundamentally disagreed with Johnson's choices for Luke. And then later on, he said he didn't want it to sound like he was being hostile to the director. But like I told you last week, he said this is not.
It should have been.
Luke Skywalker.
If anything, it could have. It would have been better if he somehow turned Kylo Ren to the dark side, like in a different way, and if Luke actually killed somebody and then he lost his spirit.
Oh, right.
Then that would have said, okay, you killed somebody, you actually struck somebody down using your lightsaber. That would have been, to me, like the episode when He-Man thought he killed somebody and he threw the sword into the chasm by Castle Grayskull. That to me would have been, okay, I murdered somebody. I don't deserve this title, this power, because I am corrupted by the dark side, even though I didn't want to be. Kylo Ren chose his path, right?
Yeah.
Even Rey told him that.
Yeah, she said
he failed you. Yeah, he failed you. You didn't fail him. So I'm sorry. That is excuse my language, bullshit. I'm sorry, Ryan. What's his name?
Ryan Johnson.
Ryan Johnson. No offense to you, buddy, but after everything that Luke has been through, fighting the Emperor, his own father, he has to. Then and his parents being killed, raised on a planet, hostile planet, all the things he went through. Then he must have lost his damn mind. Then because he
lost his damn mind
because he has to be the most weak-minded person. If that's what got him, knowing that his sister can sense and feel his feelings, and she didn't hold a grudge against him. No. She didn't even hold a grudge against her own son for killing Han Solo.
I know. She's just like,
She's like, Luke. Whatever.
No, she said if she's glad he was there. She thought they were all going to die. She said, I'm glad you're here.
So no.
Yeah, Luke was Leia was very forgiving.
I'm calling you out. And I want to say one other thing. All the criticisms I have of this movie is not saying that I didn't enjoy some of it, and I'm not trying to rip apart, because I did enjoy parts of it.
Me too. I did enjoy parts of it.
I didn't say, oh my God, I can't believe I watched. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't say, oh my God, I can't believe I had to watch this movie. I enjoyed parts of the movie. A few little things, again, drag slightly long for me. The casino thing, for example, but not horrifically.
Especially since it's 2 hours and 33 minutes.
So, but I'm not trying to like dog the movie and rip it to shreds completely. But that is a very ridiculous reason, and then to be bitter about it, like, and all this other crap.
So to try to hit, oh my God, there's so much that happens on this planet. I just want to say, Ryan Johnson, the best thing you ever did was make these porgs, these birds. I love these birds on that planet. The one that Chewbacca ends up taking one. I think they're the most cute Star Wars creature ever. Porgs. I have a porg, a stuffed porg. He won't open the door for Rey. We see Rey. She's sleeping outside his hut. By the way, I found Rey again so likable. I really like her.
We need your help. We need the Jedi Order back. We need Luke Skywalker.
And I thought Daisy Ridley did great acting. I mentioned it earlier when she said, you had parents that loved you. Why did you kill your father? She was crying. I felt it.
I
Great
think
acting.
she did a good job. I don't think she did a poor job at all.
Very likable. I think and hope. She mentions hope. Leia has hope. You are our last hope. Chewbacca breaks down Luke's door and screams.
Go away! Chewie, what are you doing here?
He said you're coming back with us.
How did you find me?
Long story, we'll tell you on the Falcon.
Falcon. Wait. Where's Han?
He's saying you're coming with us. And he says immediately what happened to Han. Well,
shouldn't
a
you
lot
feel
happened. No, because he cut himself off from the Force. So when he does open himself up to the Force, because of Rey, I think, because he asks her, who are you? At one point, she just keeps saying, the Resistance sent me. The Resistance sent me. She finds the Jedi tree with the sacred texts, and he's asked, really, who are you? And she said she's dreamt about this place.
You've seen this place. You've seen this island.
Only in dreams.
Who are you?
The Resistance sent me.
They sent you. What's special about you? Where are you from?
Nowhere.
No one's from nowhere.
Jakku.
All right, that is pretty much nowhere. Why are you here, Rey, from nowhere?
The Resistance sent me. We need your help. The First Order's become unstoppable.
Why are you here?
He says he's going to give her 3 lessons, but also why the Jedi should die. He's going to teach her, but also tell her why. And he does say, though, that the Jedi were kind of basically...
He says what I said. They were they deserved to be gone because of their hubris. Because they were arrogant, and all the things I did say that led to Darth Vader.
So,
rising.
I mean, I get it in one way, but for him to decide
But who is he to say that? You can't take away someone. And here's the thing: is I did like is that there was the moment where it was solidified again that the Force is a religion,
yes,
and
magical,
a spiritual thing, and not it's in your blood. You got.
Yes. They
triglycerides or whatever the hell they're trying to say.
Your blood really coagulates really well. You're right. They brought it back. She said it's in between the trees, right? It's between the air. It's the ground. It's between the earth. It's between you. It's between me. It's between this. There was that funny scene when he's like, do you feel the Force?
Yeah.
And he's tickling. I got to say.
That's a Yoda thing. That's a Yoda move. Yoda being very, very like.
I think he is the Yoda in this situation. And just like Yoda, he was apprehensive to teach her, but we see anyway, she's there for God knows, maybe not 6 months like Yoda, but she does these daily things. There's nuns that live on this planet. They keep up things. They don't like her because she keeps destroying the planet. They have to keep fixing things.
Master Skywalker, we need you to bring the Jedi back because Kylo Ren is strong with the dark side of the Force. Without the Jedi, we won't stand a chance against him.
What do you know about the Force?
It's a power that Jedi have that lets them control people and make things float.
Impressive. Every word in that sentence was wrong.
Now, another
disgusting scene
thing that people hate, and Leah brought this up too. Why did they make Luke drink from a teat
of
that thing?
Can we talk about the cliff-clinging critter, udder milk, or the mountain monster titty milk? Because I was going to vomit. I was going to vomit.
They zoomed in.
Why? What
That's
is that
what
about?
They said. Why did they?
And he did it defiantly. Like, what was it like? If you have to stay here, you're going to eat this. You're going to drink this titty milk. I don't know if I prefer cliff-clinging critter, udder milk, or mountain monster titty milk.
The fact that it also looked at Rey when he was milking her, and it kind of looked back at her.
Like, you going to get some of this?
I was like, what is this?
Are you going to get some of this?
I couldn't take that either. It's not blue milk. This is green milk.
And then he jumps into the ocean to get like a fish.
He fisherman.
And he did it like in he did it in like a defiant, nasty way to her. Like, I didn't get it. It's disgusting. It didn't need to be in there.
No.
They should have cut that and put something better in.
Matter of fact, there's a scene that I sent David where he mourns Han Solo's death. Would have been a better choice. There's a dark side cave, like Dagobah. What do you think about this? She wants to see her parents. She sees two people form and then it turns into one. And then she sees herself like Luke saw himself in the Vader thing.
Yeah, that's cool. I guess that's part of it. That's a throwback. And also that she has this visualization between her and Kylo.
This is new. This is called a Force dyad.
But he can see her.
They're yin and yang.
But he can see her, but he can't see her surroundings, but she can see.
Thankfully.
This is why
You have a towel? You have a towel you could put on?
I would have said keep the towel off.
They say he has the biggest chest in the world, people said.
What's wrong with
He's
that?
very broad, very broad.
I'd rather not do this now.
Yeah, me too.
Why did you hate your father? Do you have something, a cowl or something you can put on?
You have a towel or something.
Show me more.
Yeah, I know.
Can you take off all the clothing?
Luke sees her communicating at one point and freaks the F out. He also freaks out. He says you go right to the dark side and you didn't try to stop yourself.
She's like, I don't have to.
I am Rey.
I'm good at everything. Apparently people complain about that.
I am good at everything.
Can we talk about taking the clothes off again?
Yeah.
I said, oh, what a great entrance.
Ray caught it? She hasn't even been to Dagobah for training.
So they see each other. They could touch each other.
She's like, take your clothes off. Modesty, for God's sake.
Put on a towel.
Put the helmet on at least.
Put a
For
towel
something.
on.
Put the helmet on.
Put a towel on, please.
I have to look at your face.
God, put a towel. She says she's never felt more alone in her life because she's on this island.
I'm telling you, that was a missed opportunity. They could have.
That's as close as a sex
They could have balanced out the force. No, I'm saying they could have balanced the force out, leaving together. That could have been a whole spin-off.
But he didn't. So Luke still decides to teach her. We never get the third mission. It's cut out, matter of fact, in the deleted scene.
Moving on.
So I love that Chewbacca's scattered throughout. The part that made me cry was Luke at night when Chewbacca's trying to eat a porg and then he kind of just gets disgusted. He's like, oh, I won't eat this porg. He sneaks on and R2 wakes up and plays the Leia clip. That made me emotional. The help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. And he said, that's a cheap shot.
What made me emotional was when he kisses...
Oh yeah,
Leia on the head, knowing that she dies, like Carrie Fisher dies. Like that to me was very emotional. That was like that kind of like really sealed because that probably was
that's it. Yeah, that's the last time they were. Well, I'm sure they probably saw each other after.
But filmed, right?
Yeah, filmed. Yeah,
that was it, and so that was a very emotional moment for me personally. So I knowing that in the movie itself, it's like dire straits. They're going to potentially die.
That's it. That's the end of the Resistance.
So it's like sad to know. It's like sad to know. It's like that was heartfelt.
I know what you're gonna say. I changed my hair.
It's nice that way. Leia, I'm sorry.
I know. I know you are. I'm just glad you're here. At the end.
I came to face him, Leia. And I can't save him.
I held out hope for so long, but I know my son's gone.
No one's ever really gone.
Rey says she has seen that Kylo, if she goes to him, but isn't this what Luke did? When Yoda said, don't go to your friends, he said, don't go, Rey. She said, if I go to him, he will turn and he will go to the light side and he will not give me to Snoke.
If I go to him, Ben Solo will turn.
Rey, don't do this.
And he will take his clothes off.
And he took his clothes off. I mean,
that was good enough for me.
That's when
$20, I'm convinced.
That's when he should have walked in when he had no shirt on. What is happening, Rey? You made this smut my island. But he does say to R2, R2 must have started cursing. And he said, watch your language. This is a sacred island. So R2 must have said, what the F are you doing, Luke? And he said, I'm not going still. And that's when he plays the Leia scene. We didn't even mention Luke's X-Wing is in the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was going to raise it up.
Yeah, that was a thought.
Like Empire Strikes Back. He doesn't. Yoda comes. David, it looks different, but do you know they got the exact model of, well, I don't know why it looks horrible to me. It does not look like Empire Strikes Back, but it's literally,
I don't think it looked bad.
I thought it looked so odd. They didn't just make a new Yoda puppet. The team recreated Empire Strikes Back Yoda using Stuart Freeman's surviving head mold.
I don't think it looked bad at all.
And you thought old production references, the input of Frank Oz, and they even brought back the woman who painted Yoda's eyes.
I honestly wish they would have done a little more of the blue tinge around his body.
It didn't look like a Force ghost, right?
No, it looked more like it was there.
Frank Oz returned to physically perform Yoda the same way it was in 1980. And there's the behind the scenes video of Mark Hamill watching him, and he's so emotional because he's doing the Yoda puppet exactly like they did. And Rian Johnson did say he wanted it to look exactly like he did in Empire, not the prequel CGI. So Luke is going to destroy the texts, which we find out Rey actually has on the Millennium Falcon later. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I liked it.
She took the books.
It's like, I'm taking this. I'm the Last Jedi. I'm taking this stuff. Taking it all.
Which, did you know that Yoda knew then? I realized later on. He said, there's nothing in there that Rey already doesn't have. So he burnt that down. Look, Yoda causes lightning. Did you notice that? Luke can't burn down the tree.
He was using like a flare.
A flare! And he ends up, he can't do it. And Yoda just goes, the first thing you see of him is laughing like a crazy person.
Well, that's Yoda.
Like it was the first thing he did.
He does, Yoda. That's Yoda.
I know, but that's the first thing he says to him.
He didn't fight over a light pen.
Skywalker, missed you, have I?
So it is time for the Jedi Order to end.
Time it is. For you to look past a pile of old books.
The sacred Jedi texts.
Ooh, read them, have you? Well, page turners, they were not. Yes. Wisdom they held, but that library contained nothing that the girl Rey does not already possess.
I had tears in my eyes this whole entire scene because he still says young Skywalker, and they sit together watching the thing burn. I don't know. I got emotional because that's the last time these two are together. So Rey goes, Kylo takes her to Snoke. We go through this whole thing. Snoke shows his power. I will say Rey is so badass. She even tries to grab the lightsaber to kill him. Like, if you want a hero, this woman is a hero.
I need a hero.
She's a hero. Kylo ends up moving the lightsaber, killing Snoke. Were you shocked?
No, I actually...
Because the Emperor usually survives until the third movie.
The Sith usually kills
them. You're right.
Usually kills their master, right?
You underestimate Skywalker and Ben Solo and me. It will be your downfall.
Have you seen something? A weakness in my apprentice. Is that why you came?
So he takes full power of the First Order. Hux ain't too happy about that, but then he throws him, I think.
Yes, but he bitch slaps him.
He throws him like Prue Hollowell. So we find out that the Resistance are on yet another, Lord have mercy, the Rebels must have had 1 million bases, old bases, on every rundown planet in the world.
Got to.
To invoke Hoth, they have this planet, it's salt, but it looks like snow, which with red underneath, but they said it's salt.
So the whole planet is salt?
Salt. Yeah.
Oh.
It's all or nothing. Rey ends up, he says to join him, and they'll rule the galaxy, I guess, together. He doesn't care about the rebels. He don't care about this. Just come together. He kind of does say that, but it's not how you want it to be.
It's to rule the
galaxy.
If he would have said, I don't care about anything, let's just go off together. Have some babies. Go to an island. I know a beautiful place.
Act 2, you can go right there.
It's time to let old things die. Snoke, Skywalker, the Sith, the Jedi, the Rebels, let it all die. Rey, I want you to join me.
Leia is awake. She's up and about. She's got a cane. Thank God C-3PO was there too. They think this is the end. Luke astral projects himself.
Which you don't know.
No.
I think he made it there somehow.
But did you realize, I just realized he astral projects himself. I didn't even put two and two together. Younger, he has a haircut and his hair is darker. Because when he cuts back to the island, the hair is still crazy. So he actually projects an image of himself more put together.
Well, so do I. I usually astral project myself younger.
Yeah.
Better put
Haircut,
together. Better put together.
Clothes put on.
It's called a filter.
He did it. To the end, Luke was like, oh, hey, I better project myself. We see him appear out of nowhere. We think there's like this, they're in like a bunker with no exit. They end up going out the back. This is the scene. Luke appears.
Master Luke.
And Mark Hamill had to tell them he has to acknowledge C-3PO. He originally walks past C-3PO and he said, Luke wouldn't do that. So he had to add the thing, like these simple little things you would think that someone who loves Star Wars supposedly would know, like don't have Luke walk past C-3PO.
Yeah, they all love the franchise because they got the gig.
So we have this touching moment. He gives Han's dice to Leia. Do you think she knew at that point? Because the way when he touched her hand, she kind of looks up now knowing it's an astral projection. I wonder if she realized it was fake.
She knows the Force.
She knows the Force.
I mean, she knows the Force.
And this is when she says, I know what you're going to say. I changed my hair. And he says, I'm sorry or something. And then she said, it's okay. Like you said, it's okay. You're here now. At the end, we're going to die. He goes out. Badass display, at least. Are you happy that you got Luke doing something?
Yeah.
At this point, did you know it was a projection or did you know something?
No, I didn't.
You thought it was the Force?
I thought he was doing something new that...
Which we see now. There is new Force abilities. You could
lightning.
Communicate. Yeah. Now the Jedis can do lightning.
You can do a Zoom meeting without using...
On one way.
Telephone.
Only one way. You can't see my background. It's a blur.
We need to blur the background sometimes.
Yeah, but that's good, though. Hers was blurred. His was full visual.
Well,
bathroom.
Bathroom. He didn't have a shirt on.
He had bathroom. You have a towel. Something. She was so distressed. You have a towel. That towel on. I can't.
Maybe he was trying to tempt her with the dark side.
Nipples.
Do you have something, a cowl or something you can put on?
So.
I know you had seen some very large nipples on the side of a mountain, but these are perfect.
Oh, you tried.
Look at my perfect nipples.
Did I?
You can't get milk from them, but you can touch them.
And it won't look at you. Well,
and I will look at you, but not in that way.
So Luke goes out. He goes crazy, Kylo. Blast, like a crazy person. And Hux is like, this is enough. And they have this moment, and he thinks he kills him. He puts the lightsaber through, and then we find out that Luke was astral projecting himself.
The Resistance is dead. The war is over. And when I kill you, I will have killed the Last Jedi.
Amazing. Every word of what you just said was wrong. The rebellion is reborn today. The war is just beginning. And I will not be the Last Jedi.
So are you okay with the way it took the Force? Basically, it killed him because he abused all his life to project himself not only across the galaxy, but actually physically doing something. They said that's what killed him.
I'm okay with it because he needed to perform some sort of restitution for all the stupidity.
So he does save them.
He buys them time.
He buys them time, which Poe says he's doing this for a reason. Oh, by the way, Finn at one point is going to, because they have this cannon that will destroy the door. Finn is going to sacrifice himself, and Rose knocks him out of the way and says something like, we have to protect the things we love, or I don't know, something like that. She kisses him and she passes out. She's still alive.
I thought she died at that point.
I thought so too, and I was like, okay, bye, Rose. No, don't want to say nothing.
Never let go, Jack.
In the clearance aisle next to Jyn Erso, they can't get rid of Rose Tico's. There's so many roses.
Where are you finding these things? They don't have them anymore. What is this? When was this?
Maybe
2006?
No, as of, I'm telling you, 2 or 3 years ago in New York, they still had them at Five Below. But that's a general. They actually, people who say Star Wars dies, they show like stores that have 50 roses, 50.
Well, I want
all
Rey.
These characters that no one wants.
I need a Rey.
Yeah, Rey is really cool. And she also, they have a lot of Rays too that didn't sell.
I need a Ray.
But above that, Rose Tico and Jyn Erso. Sorry to these women.
And a Snoke.
We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you,
How
Snoke.
dare you? Do you know all of America was rooting for you?
We thought you were going to be something, Snoke. We thought you were something. Rey actually comes in the Millennium Falcon, also driven by Chewie. He has a Porg now, friend.
He's got a couple of them.
Porg,
They're
yeah.
nesting.
They have babies.
They're nesting.
Yes. I love those Porgs. I'm sorry. I love those Porgs.
I love you, Porgy.
So Rey ends up floating the rocks that Luke was supposed to do. She frees them. Her lightsaber is destroyed. It was pulled apart by Kylo and her. She's on the Millennium Falcon with Leia, and she says, what are we going to do? And Leia says, we have everything we need, holding her lightsaber.
Luke is gone. I felt it. But it wasn't sadness or pain. It was peace and purpose.
I felt it too.
How do we build a rebellion from this?
We have everything we need.
Dun, 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 dun.
We do see R2-D2 talking to BB-8, and I do love this. There's a scene where C-3PO is being hugged by Chewbacca. He has his arms around him. I wanted more of our characters, but I am glad in universe they're alive and happy at this moment. And the Resistance, it fits on the Millennium Falcon. That's who's left. So that is dire straits, isn't it?
I'm annoyed.
Thoughts about this? Oh, she does say, I sense Luke. He's gone. And Leia's like, yeah, I sensed it too.
She's like, yeah. Or maybe it was a little gas.
I flew through space. I don't care. I was Mary Poppins. I don't care what Luke did.
Mary B. Poppin.
What Luke did. You're telling me about Luke. So Kylo is in charge of the First Order. They're screwed because they got nobody left. They only have the Millennium Falcon. Lando Calrissian is still out there. Will we see you next week?
Honestly, when they said they had some person, I thought he was going to be the guy at the casino.
Yes! People said that it should have been Lando. And I
thought
agree.
he was going to be the master code breaker.
I agree. It should have been Lando.
Should have been Billy D. Williams, baby.
Playing at the tables.
It should have been.
But Maz Kanata would have said, no, he wears a cape and a red lapel on his shirt. Sophia, you couldn't even leave your battle.
He has a cheesecake and he sits with a bunch of women at a table in Florida.
I've seen those eyes before, Ray. The criticisms of the movie, I think we went through it.
I think we eviscerated the movie.
Basically, it goes to Snoke dies without answers, Luke tossing Anakin's lightsaber, Mark Hamill disagreeing with Luke's direction. Rey's parents are nobodies. They sold her for drugs? No, they sold her for money.
They sold her for drugs.
He said something like they sold you for something to a bunch of... That's what Kylo tells her. They sold her for something. I think a few dollars. Maybe not drugs.
A dime a dance. I'm your private dancer. Dancing for money.
They were nobody.
They were filthy junk traders who sold you off for drinking money. The dead in a pauper's grave in the Jakku Desert. You have no place in this story. You come from nothing. You're nothing.
Finn feels sidelined. Poe and Hodo, they said, why didn't she just tell what the hell she was going to do?
Godspeed, rebels.
Leia flying in space. Captain Phasma. Oh, we never talked about Captain Phasma, the silver female stormtrooper. She dead.
So good to have you back.
And honestly, can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
The way she died, they should have put in the deleted scene was so much better.
Yes.
The deleted scene was so much better, and it was not longer.
No.
It was stupid.
I don't
Poor
understand.
choices, people.
I don't get it either.
If you like the movie, or even if you don't like the movie and you want to see it, the deleted scene, how she's called out and how she dies is like 1 billion times better and so much more satisfying than the scene the way it was. Sorry. Beyond better. Look it up.
Oscar Isaac and Poe, I'm going with this thing again. On a Star Wars panel, Oscar Isaac stated that it was difficult to see his man Finn kiss somebody else. When asked Oscar who he'd rather go on a date with, Finn or Poe, he said that he'd go with Finn and that Finn would take him to the Olive Garden.
Unlimited breadsticks and salad.
He was asked by MTV News if Finn-Poe bromance would continue, and he said, absolutely, that's my boy. Poe's my boy, that's my dude, and that the love is potent. When John Boyega was asked whether he'd rather go on a date, who he would want to go a date with, he said Poe sitting in the X-Wing together. And then MTV played a game of Would You Rather with the Star Wars cast. Who would you rather go on a date with, Finn or Poe? Daisy Ridley, who plays Rey, said she couldn't choose between them and they should go on a date with each other. Kelly Marie Tran, who played Rose, says she ships the two together. She wants Finn and Poe together. Sorry, I guess she doesn't want Rose, her Rose with.
And she was never seen again.
Very likable. Again, it's not, who bullies the actor?
But people do that.
But why would you go for the actor?
But people will do that. Like, they will take things seriously and like be mad at like an actor who played like a mean person or a horrible person.
Oh yeah, you sent a picture of her the other day. From the Prairie.
What the hell?
What was the villain?
Nellie from Little House on the Prairie.
Nellie Olsen?
Nellie Olsen.
Like that. Was this the worst Star Wars movie?
No, I guess not. I don't know.
Are you excited to wrap this trilogy up next week and see how this all ends?
I honestly don't know how to answer that because I'm not happy with quite a few things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to see it through, obviously. I think there were quite a few choices that were made that would not be choices that I would make, but at the same time, I'm not an executive. I'm not a director.
But would you have kept Luke alive?
Yeah, maybe, but but at the same time, he would have not had the impact. If he was standing in front of that door in this movie, he would have gotten killed.
Yeah.
He would have been obliterated, and he wouldn't have bought them the time that they needed. It would have had to have been a completely different storyline. He would have maybe had to have been like on a ship fighting Kylo Ren before and stop them from coming there and doing different. Like, it would have had to have been a completely different storyline.
What about what exactly happened when he got back? He was just out of it. What if it just sidelined him for a few months or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, exuded. He dies, actually, did you notice, in front of twin sons? And he disappears into the laundry cloak.
Yes.
Again, it's like poetry, so if they rhyme, every stanza kind of rhymes with the last one. Hopefully it'll work.
Well, here's the thing.
Poetic. It's poetic. It's beautiful.
I really don't think that Han Solo. I really said that Han Solo got killed because it wasn't necessary.
No, none of this is necessary. And the fact that they didn't know.
Like, I wanted these people to like finally. I wanted the new generation to take over and them like fly off into the Millennium Falcon and be happy.
Yes, and let them deal with this.
Let the new people deal with it.
Knowing now that Carrie Fisher died before, and she was going to have the whole movie was going to be hers. Especially knowing that having Mark Hamill alive would have helped. Because there's only so much you can do with deleted scenes, adding Leia into a movie to make her alive still. You know what I'm saying? Without the actress. The ending, Broom Boy, they call him. That's a future awakening. Did you notice the broom looked like a lightsaber?
That is, what if every potential Slayer could wake up?
They're awakening. The Force is awakening, right?
What if, just because, yes, exactly. That is the quintessential. Willow uses the power of the scythe and and awakens all the potentials. Like, everyone is now you can all be Jedis. It's the power of the Force is awakening because of hope. Because they saw that those people on that planet, the kid saw hope.
The little Luke Skywalker toy. They were playing.
Saw hope where there was none, and that's again, hope is a beautiful thing. It's what has propelled a lot of people throughout our history. Hope is something, and again, I've talked about this before with the quote from American Horror Story, Cordelia. Without hope,
a new generation is being born in the Force. Famously, Rian Johnson, before this movie came out, Lucasfilm said, "Oh, it's so amazing. We're giving him his own trilogy." That has been quietly canceled since then. But people were saying that it was going to be about Broom Boy because he set him up here, his future as a Jedi in the future. Maybe Broom Boy will see you again with your broom.
All right, Clive. Let's find out who the winner is.
Okay, David, what do we add to our time capsule this week? What is The Last Jedi for you, and why is it porgs?
It's a towel for Kylo Ren.
Oh my God, should we do that? The towel of something. She was so like adamant. Towel.
I don't
even know they had towels in Star Wars. They weren't called like something else.
It's a breast pump for that thing across the mountain.
Oh my God, the nipples. Milk.
I want to throw
milk
up.
From.
I have no idea because what you mean? What encompasses this whole movie?
Luke dying? I don't even know. We had Han Solo last week.
Honestly, in honor of Carrie Fisher, maybe something because
she is.
In the next movie. Oh,
Leia's alive still.
I'm just gonna say the word hope.
I like that. I like
a placard or something that says hope.
Again, Rey says hope. I mentioned earlier. Leia has hope in you. We have hope. We have hope. Yes, hope. And Broom Boy
is hope.
Is hope for the future.
Hope.
With his resistance ring.
And that is hope.
Okay, Radical Ones. Okay, now
I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope that you hit the like button, and I hope that you're following us on all of the platforms that you're able to do so, and I hope that you take the time, if you followed us this long, on this episode, to actually follow us.
Are we getting any new listeners? Are you a new listener who just listened because of Star Wars? Please reach out to us. I am dying to know if anyone is listening to this who's a Star Wars fan that doesn't already know us.
And if you like the episode, say it. And if you didn't like the episode, say it. Like, legit. Like,
say it nicely.
But I mean, I take criticism. And if you agree with something we said, say it. And if you don't, talk about it.
That's right. Talk about it. And I have to say a thank you always to our regulars, our bunglers, our Matesh, of course, lovely Leah, our Costas, our Carissa, and Lucia. You comment every week about the Star Wars movies. We see it. We love it.
And thank you to Matesh and Daniel for commenting on my new Wizra.
Oh my God. Yes, he does. He has to have that Windex ready for...
Come to my window. Well, my mirror.
Possibilities. Okay, Radical One. So you can find David always at Universal Appeal 2020, all one word, as well as the Radical Retro Rewind, the Universal Radical.
You don't know what the hell you are saying. Say it again.
As well as the Radical Retro Rewind podcast. One word on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and beyond. Next week, we finish the Star Wars saga with episode 9. I'm actually kind of pissed it doesn't end on 10, even though that's not trilogies.
So you want us to do some sort of special for 10? Do we need to bring somebody in?
Yeah, psychologist.
We're going to bring Ryan
Johnson.
Ryan the Rock Johnson.
Ruin. We will be writing episode 10 and submitting it to Lucasfilm.
And it will be a love story between
Kylo
and Rey. And what had happened if they had taken that hand?
Their name is Reylo.
If she had taken that hand.
I can
change him.
I don't even want to.
What?
He's not Poe. No, I'm just joking.
You can have Poe.
I will.
I'm talking about the
Finn doesn't want him. I'm taking him. him.
They could. Yeah.
Reylo. That's what they call them. Reylo.
Not to be confused with J-Lo.
Or Rolos.
Rolos? That's a delicious candy filled with caramel. Comes in a roll. Rolos.
Give a towel. All right, Radical Ones. We'll see you next week for the rise of Skywalker. And what Skywalker's left? I don't know. You tell me.
Leia is the only Skywalker left.
It's the only Skywalker left. She rising up? Like, is she floating up again?
Does she Mary Poppinsing? Does she have an umbrella this time? And a carpet bag?
They gave her a bag and an umbrella this episode.
A parrot parasol.
Now she's got a porg on her.
A porgasol.
Porgasol. So we'll see Chewie, C-3PO, R2, Leia, Rey, Finn, Poe next week. As always, David, stay radical and
may the Force be with you all. And Laura Dern, and always.
If you have something, a cowl or something you can put on.
Radical Ryan, he's ready to roll.